Hello, Nigerians. As we all know it, being in Nigeria, we can shy away from the situations happening in our country. It affects us. Most of us have built a couple of resources or structural resources that doesn't connect to the governmental plans. So we make money out of, the whole conventional Nigerian ways of making money. So we feel like, we are not part of the system. If dollar rises or falls, some people are making money in dollars. So they feel like they are not part of it. So if anybody's talking, they don't care. But trust me, a better Nigeria and a new Nigeria benefits everybody, rich, poor, medium, whatever it is. So let's talk about the little things that happen in Nigeria right now. We just have 4 questions before we go to our 5 minutes global news. Number 1, there's a new coalition party that's happening. It's already formed. We have leaders from different parties, from different geographical locations coming in to say, well, let's create some sort of alternatives for Nigeria. And the question remains, who would come out? I know there would be a primary election where they have to come out and everybody would vote for them. Would that voting process be legitimate? Because with the way things have unfolded itself previously with all the parties, when it comes to that primary election, there's going to be issues. Peter Obi and his people, Atiku and his people, El-Rufai and his people, Amaechi and his people. Perhaps Amaechi would say, okay, you know what? I'll give Peter Obi my vote. This one would say, okay, I'll give this one my vote. Before you know it, issues will come up. If PDP that have governed Nigeria for almost 17 years plus could collapse, yes, they've collapsed. If they could collapse just because an alternative party came in, APC, and all of a sudden a party that have been established, brought out presidents, just collapsed in Nigeria, then that means our political parties are not building their foundations on ideas, on visions, but on people. And Nigerians, you and I, we are not casting our vote based on ideas that this person can build on certain and can follow a certain idea to the roots. Or we're only following political leaders based on what we can gain from them, or because they are close to us. There's an ethnic group, religion, whatever it is. That is wrong. If we keep doing this, we're going to be having the same results. The ADC that just been formed, what is their goal? Yes, to have alternative. For what? What is your primary goal aside from alternative, to create alternative norms? What is your goal for the people of Nigeria? Why are you being formed? If you take away Peter Obi, Atiku, El-Rufai, and Amaechi, I think they are the 4 stronghold over there. If you take them away, will ADC still stand? That's the question. Let's study the likes of Republican and Democrat and all the parties around the world. Political leaders come and go and the parties still stay. But that's not something with our own country here. So we need to change some certain patterns that we follow. Now, who would lead in this new coalition party, ADC? Who would lead? Is that Atiku, is it Peter Obi, Amaechi, or El-Rufai? Do we have anything, or we just want to create something and say, oh yes, we have alternative right now, anything that goes is fine? No. I think we're old enough to know that suffering is, I think Nigerians are getting used to suffering, and we feel anything that is created for us to have a little sense of relief, we just buy it. But we don't want relief, we want change, like actual change. APC came out with the whole narrative of change, with the broom, we're going to strip out the old stuff. Yes, they swept the whole PDP. So what are we doing? What are we seeing right now? I think we need to use our minds and our brains right now. Well, the possibility that this party will go under is very, very fat, not slim. Just like the opposition parties we have in the previous times. We have so many opposition parties that have been created. As long as people just come together to form this party and the primary election comes, I'm supposed to be, I want this, and you guys should tell me, why is Amaechi leaving APC? Because he was the second runner-up. Now, let's talk about this second question we have. What is the relevance? What is supposed to be the relevance of political parties? What is supposed to be the relevance of political parties once it's created? Yes, I don't care who created it, but once it's created, leaders can go for several years, but the new persons will come that buys on their idea. And the reason why Russia and China have kind of like a similar system of governance is because they believe in an idea. It's an idea. The United States and European countries, and Japan, they all believe in an idea. We are taking these ideas from these countries and we're not forming. Now, the problem we have in Nigeria and Africa, we are not forming our own personalized idea that can govern us from the roots. We just take these things and we learn from them and we try to implement it. We are different norms, different ideas, different culture. So I am saying, let us try to create something from the root, from Nigerian root, from African root, that can speak of our own initiatives as a people. All right, because now political parties, like I said previously, they are creating their awareness through leaders and not ideas, not agendas. That's wrong. And if you bring agenda, we need to check that agenda. Is it something that is favorable for the long term or just short term? ADC for me is just a short term plan. You'll see. Now, let's go to the third question. Now, let's talk about this. Very important, please. I'm not saying this because we need to judge anybody, but we need to learn from him. Let's talk about our very own president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Nigeria has so many things about him to say, like, oh, he's a bad guy, he's a good guy, kingmaker, that's one maker. He's taking everything. Why? He has money. What's he looking for money again? But one thing we can't take away from him is that he's smart. Our president is very, extremely smart. The coalition party they're doing now is from his playbook. Now, listen, I believe Nigerians should study his political playbook. Now, the new coalition party is drawing a script from his playbook. I think Dante just said it. We're going to be playing a video of it. And if you believe that, yes or no, so let's talk about that. And studying Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we need to really know this guy is so smart. I just wish that people like him could really have the good intention for the country, like for the country, and share and give to us these ideas. Yes, he was successful with his businesses. He was successful in governing Lagos State and putting kings in Lagos State. He was successful in coming to the federal. He was successful in putting the president. He was successful in getting the place, the seat. Yes, you would say, oh, he did it. Yes, he spent money. Everything you want to gain in life, you have to spend money to it. But the planning is A1. So we need to learn from him. Now, the last question is, let's talk about Amaechi's structural, ideas that he just shared. We'll play the video.
Nigeria, we're not up to 20,000 elites that are stealing Nigerian money. Okay, no problem. 100,000 elites. But you have 200 million Nigerians that can fight 100,000 men.
Play the video. He was talking about, we have 20, like we're just giving a rough estimate of 20,000 elites in Nigeria, people that have the money, that have the power, and Nigerians are always complaining that, well, our country is this and that. He was saying, well, don't complain anymore, just do the job, fight for what you believe in. He was saying we have like almost 200 million plus Nigerians. So how would 20,000 people, or let's say 20,000 versus 200 million? I mean, the ratio we should win, right? But let's dissect this 200 million. We don't even have the same agenda. In this 200 million Nigerians, we have, this 20,000, they believe in one thing: enrich yourself. That's the norm they believe in, fine. But in this 200 million Nigerians that we're saying we are many, we should fight for war, we don't even have one idea as Nigerians. There's tribal disconnection, there's religion disconnection, there's ethnic disconnection, different things are just disconnecting us. So yes, we have the population, but we don't have the unified ideas or agenda. So it can never work. Okay, let's talk about the EndSARS that happened. The youth came out because of the oppression. Then what happened? It was hijacked. The sole purpose of it was not done. They recreated the SARS idea and gave them a new identity. They're still in operation. And Nigerians just fold their hands and say, oh yeah, we did it, because they removed the name. Names can be changed. But the purpose of that rally, was it achieved? That's the question we need to ask ourselves. So he was saying that, well, 200 million should stand up for what they believe in. That's good. But let me ask this thing. Who would the military personnel, the military armies we have, the armies, the police, all those men and women, great men and women we have that handles guns, weapons, who would they stand with? The 200 million who are not connected? The Igbos, the Yorubas who are not connected, the Hausas who are not connected, the Middle Belt who are not connected? We don't even stand as one Nigeria? Who would they connect with? Who would they support? I'm talking about those that handles this weapon. Would they support the 200 million Nigerians, or would they support the political leaders that have the money? So that's the question we need to ask. Not just inciting some sort of ideas and all, like, oh, let's just go and fight. Fight for who? Fight for what? There ought to be a what before you fight. There ought to be a plan before you go to war. We don't have plans. All we want is a new Nigeria. On what basic? On what structure? New Nigeria for what? To get back our resources and handle it? Now, who would handle it? To get back our, what are we fighting for? So the then governor of Rivers State, Amaechi, who is saying well, everybody should fight. Please, sir, if we come for you, do you have all your playbook intact? Do you have everything, like the position you occupy for 8 years plus? Did you do the job you're supposed to do? So don't say because now you're trying to form a new political party, a new coalition party, ADC, and now you're saying APC, they're the wrong guy, they're the bad guys. APC just came in. Yes, I know they're not doing the good job they promised, but that's just one thing. But that's the norm with Nigerian political parties. We believe in the political leader more than the agenda. So we need to think about this thing before we go. We say yes, we want a war. Let's talk as Nigerians. What is the new vision? What is the vision for a new Nigeria? Let's share these ideas. Then we can now move and work with this vision, not the political leaders. Peter Obi cannot save Nigeria. Peter Obi only have 4 years, 8 years, that's all. 8 years can't transform Nigeria from A to Z. He would do his best and that's it. And you think the now president is not doing his best? Everybody's doing their best, that's what they'll tell you. But we shouldn't believe in our political leaders too much. Let's connect to the ideas, the agenda, the mission, the vision of a new Nigeria. All right, so we're going in for a 5-minute video, 5-minute global news, and we'll talk about this in total. Stay tuned.
DS Namdi Network Show, The Beamers.